c'est jeudi, mercredi. Journée qui pas jamais fin payer dette les deux. Mais c'est vrai, c'est qu'elle a. Et là, fini de filmer tout le monde. Ariel Henry, Léon Charles. Et comment nous battons l'autre encore? José. Mais c'est pas bien le jeudi, mercredi. Je ne pas jamais fin payer dette les deux. Moi-même, là, moi, ce jour, on plein de qui est pas frappé. Monsieur Nak, ça fait me crier de l'eau. Habillé, monsieur. Environ 6 soldats au bel Bakakazon l'armée. Cholzin fait me crier, Laurent Charles fait me crier. Monsieur, moi-même, là, je crier de l'eau. Là, je crier de l'eau, moi, je fais non crier sang. On l'a boulé. Depuis ça, je suis en bas, je ne vois pas américain ça. Je suis habitué tirer. Et puis, je suis venu qui ton gros âme dans la tête chaque. Et puis, ça me dit, je suis fini ici d'elle.
Family photos taken before a desperate father gave away his baby daughters. Lely Laurentus says he handed over 4-year-old Soraya and 5-year-old Layla to a group of American Baptists last week. The Americans are now in a Haitian jail, accused of trafficking 33 Haitian babies and children. Laurentus, whose story is echoed by other parents in this village, says he was too poor to care for his kids after the quake. He hoped the Americans would offer his girls a brighter future. I put them on the bus with the Americans with my own hands. I played with them up until the last minute. Then I kissed them both goodbye and told them, "Don't forget Daddy," he said. Laurentus, who says he earns $1 a day fixing computers, shows us around his quake-damaged home. He finds the grubby bear his little Soraya called Tijan. He packed nothing for his kids. He says the Americans promised to give the children schooling, a safe home in the Dominican Republic, new clothes and soft toys.
De larmes aux yeux.
I was crying because I didn't know when I would see them again. But it's okay if I suffer. But at their age, Soraya and Layla should not suffer. They can't go hungry, he said. In the grassy square, villagers say 21 of the 33 children taken by the Americans were from here. They say at least 14 had one or both parents. In a weekend jailhouse interview, the Americans told CNN they believed all the children they attempted to bus into the Dominican Republic were orphans or had been abandoned.
We believe that we've been charged very falsely with trafficking, which of course that is the furthest possible extreme.
In a temporary refuge for the rescued children in Port-au-Prince, 10-year-old Benatine Poulimet plays alone on a swing, hoping her mum will change her mind and come fetch her. We find her mother, Adrienne Poulimet, in Calabas, the same mountain village as the other parents. She misses her daughter and cradles her doll. She remembers how Benatine sobbed as she left last Thursday. I told her to call me once in a while, just so I know how she's doing, so I would know if she was fine, she says. Benatine's parents scrape by farming vegetables and bananas. They're the poorest of the poor. Poulimet says the only thing she could give Benatine was her love, even if it meant sending her away. I told her she should go, and I promised one day I would go and see her. After she left, I was very sad, she says. The Haitian government is now investigating what the Americans plan to do with the children who had no passports and no permission to leave, and whether they knowingly committed a crime.
From the moment of their arrest, they had defended their innocence, saying they were just trying to help the children. And after 3 long weeks in jail, a Haitian judge believed them, granting freedom to 8 of the 10 Americans charged with child trafficking.
But the court recognized that there's any evidence about they are guilty. They are all innocent. That's what I can tell you. And the world has to know, after this issue, that this American, all of them are innocent, as I promised you that they will be free. 8 of them are now free.
The judge did, however, order that the group's leader, Laura Silsby, and another woman remain in custody. They were in Haiti before the earthquake, and their activities are the subject of further investigation. The group of Americans, most of whom are Baptist missionaries, were caught trying to take 33 Haitian children across the border to the Dominican Republic. Shortly after, some parents began coming forward admitting they gave their children away in hopes of providing them a better life. The hearings were marked with controversy. First, with accusations the group was receiving far better treatment than Haitians facing criminal charges. It was also learned one of the lawyers defending the group was a man suspected of sex trafficking. Haiti's President René Préval defended the judge's decision and dismissed concerns the court had been persuaded by U.S. officials to set the Americans free.
The judiciary system is totally independent, sir.
Some would argue the case, which was subject to much international hype, helped draw attention to some of Haiti's most vulnerable. Still others argue the high-profile case distracted from what was most important, helping the nation recover from the devastating earthquake. Steve Chow, Al Jazeera, Port-au-Prince.
Once before, by Haitian police attempting to traffic 40 children out of the country. However, in that incident, no charges were brought against her, and she was merely turned back at the border. A week after Silsby was apprehended the second time, on February 7, 2010, former President Bill Clinton appointed Silsby a lawyer by the name of Jorge Puello. Puello was successful in getting Silsby's charges reduced to 6 months. Jorge Puello also had a colorful history with human trafficking. He was convicted of operating an international sex trafficking ring involving women and underage girls out of Central America and Haiti. Puello's wife was also arrested on the same charges. In 2011, Silsby was appointed as CFO of the software company Connexus and would later become its vice president of marketing. Connexus operates AlertSense, which is the mass notification software used in FEMA's Integrated Public Alert and Warning System, or IPAWS.
The goal is to alert Americans to emergencies like severe weather and missing children.
One of IPAWS' functions is to issue Amber Alerts to the public in the event of kidnapping. The Amber Alert system was set up during Bill Clinton's presidency. Folger is the daughter of Michael Maccabee, who coaches leaders of Nuestros Pequeños Hermanos, or NPH, a large organization that runs orphanages all over the world. Folger's son, Max Maccabee, is on the board of directors of an NPH orphanage called Friends of the Orphans, which is one of the 760 orphanages operating in Haiti and happens to be the exact orphanage from which Silsby was caught trafficking children. Curiously, Max Maccabee gave an emphatic and lengthy statement of support for Comet Pizza during a contentious neighborhood commission meeting back when the Pizzagate controversy exploded. It is also worth noting here that Frank Giustra, owner of the Radcliffe Foundation, is on the board of directors for the Clinton Foundation and is a major donor to the organization. The logo of El Pita Home, a refugee center founded by the Radcliffe Foundation, happens to be almost identical in shape and color to the boy lover symbol that the FBI declassified in 2007. Now, regardless of how you feel about the veracity of Pizzagate, scandals seem to follow the Clintons.